everybody and welcome back. Today, I just wanted to check in with you guys. Please drop me a message with how you're doing. I've been in quarantine for the last over a week now and I've been going absolutely insane. Honestly, if I didn't have these guys with me, I would probably go crazy. So I really wanted to check in with you guys and talk about what all of this stuff actually means for dog owners and people who make a living with animals. So in this video, I want to talk about how you can keep yourself safe as a dog walker, if you should even be walking at all, and my opinions on that. And I also want to talk to all of the dog owners out there about how you can manage the whole dog walk and exercise issue while you're in self-quarantine like I am. As of March 19th, which is when I'm filming this video, we cannot, as humans, get the virus from our dogs. Thank God, as I said, because I need these little guys in my life right now. I know some dog walkers who have completely shut down their businesses. I know other ones who've been forced to do that because all of their clients are working from home. And then I know some people who are just going about business as usual. Whatever your decision is, I totally support it because I think it really depends on where you are and what the situation is there. But if you are still open, then there are some ways that you can keep yourself and your clients safe. Because remember, you may be not experiencing any symptoms, you could be a carrier, and you never know, your clients could have someone in their family who is vulnerable and you don't want to spread it to them. So it's not just all about keeping us safe, it's about keeping them safe as well. So when you're out on your walks, obviously avoid areas where there's lots of people, so you can go on leash walks with your dogs. When you're actually going into the client's houses, using protective equipment and things like sanitizing wipes for the door handles and anything that you have to touch, obviously minimizing the amount of things that you have to touch in the house. So if that means asking your clients to always place the leash and things like that close to the door so you don't necessarily have to fully enter the house, then I think that's a totally appropriate thing to ask a client to do. Also, if your client is working from home, you can text them in advance and let them know when you're going to be arriving so they can get the dog ready and put the leash on, and then when you're at the door they can just hand you the leash. That way you don't have to fully go into their house. So for those of you who own dogs, unless you live in an area where they're fully instructing you to stay inside at all times, you should still be going out and walking your dogs. Even in countries where they're fining you for being outside, they're still allowing people to go out to walk their dogs, which just shows you how important it is. Not only for your dog, but also for you. If you're in self-quarantine, then you're most likely sitting around for most of the day. Demi just opened the door. Come here. Okay, get on the bed. Yes, my dog can open the doors. She's an anomaly. What was I saying? Right, so if you're in self-quarantine, then chances are you're not moving around a whole bunch, and taking your dog out for a walk is the perfect excuse for you to get your exercise as well. Now, some people are talking about, is a dog park safe? Is it not? I think that if you still practice social distancing within the dog park, then I think it's totally safe. Just be aware of the different gates, because you know everyone's touching the gate to go in and go out, so bring some wipes or wear gloves, just kind of protect yourself around that. But otherwise, I see no reason that you can't go into a dog park and let the dogs play with each other. Plus, if your dog park is like mine and it's full of crazy people, then this is the perfect opportunity to avoid them. They will not be offended. This Thursday, I'm gonna be putting out a video of the 10 best ways that you can tire your dog out from home. So if your dog is like mine and the walks are great, but they have a little bit more energy at certain pockets of the day and they need other things to do, then I'm gonna be making a video about that. I've been doing all of these things with my dog. If you're watching this video after the fact, then I will put it up here somewhere and you can click on that and watch it. Otherwise, I'll see you on Thursday with that one. Get excited. I also really want to talk about the pets of senior citizens. So there are a lot of elderly people who are in the vulnerable category that are afraid to leave their houses, but that still have dogs that need to be walked. These are the people that need our help. If you have a neighbor or a friend or somebody that you know who has a pet who doesn't want to be leaving the house, give them a call. Volunteer yourself to go and give them a walk. If you're afraid of spreading the virus to them, then there are ways that you can keep yourself and that elderly person safer. You can let them know ahead of time when you're going to be coming by to pick up the dog. Obviously, washing your hands, using sanitizer, all of those kinds of things, including on the leash where you're going to be touching, just to ensure that you're not going to spread anything to them. You don't even really necessarily have to encounter them. You can just take their dog for a walk and then bring it back. And I just know that it would help them out a ton. Also, do they need any supplies or pet food. Maybe they can't necessarily get out to a pet shop, but you can bring those things to them, and I know it would help them out a lot. There are also a lot of animal shelters that are either completely closing right now or they're severely reducing their staff because of the virus, but that still have a ton of animals that need help. And I know that a lot of these shelters are desperately seeking foster parents. So if you are social distancing and you need a friend for the whole experience, then consider going to your local shelter and seeing if they're doing a foster program. If they're not, then those dogs are still gonna need dog walks. So see if there's any way that you can volunteer your time or your energy to help out these dogs in need, and cats. Remember, I'm gonna be putting out that video on Thursday about the 10 best ways that you can tire your dog out, so I will see you then. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.